Hi guys, I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to my channel if you're new or if you're rejoining. So I am Maya and I am now about to start doing a reading for all zodiac signs. My hair looks messy. You know what? I wanted my hair to look a bit messy, but at the same time, nice messy. Like Amy Winehouse. Maybe somebody who channels Amy Winehouse a lot. You know what? I also forgot when it comes to the camera on live, it flips it. So whenever I'm trying to fix my hair, I go to the opposite side, thinking that it's on the same side as the camera. Anyways, so I'm going to start doing my reading from Aries. Okay. Not Aries in particular, but Aries, Leo, Sag. And then I'm going to do Taurus, Virgo, and Caps. And then I'm gonna do Fire, Earth, Water. So that is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and then it's the air signs: Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. So Archangels, ancestors, spirit guides of the highest white light, please close the door to any negative energies or spirits that may want to come through and distort the energy and the clarity and discernment of the collective and myself, and may allow through high vibrational energies, entities, vibrations for the collective, anything that the collective needs to hear. I'm hearing Scorpio's reading is going to be very significant. But let's start. So for the start of this, the energy that I'm getting right now for the fire signs, what I am getting is that I need to read this message for the fire signs. So this may be your sun, moon, rising, or Venus placements, okay? Take it as it resonates and leave what doesn't resonate. Energy is fluid. Past, present, and futures are happening at the same time. There is no gender in tarot or energy. So masculine and feminine energy is going to be picked up, whether it is on a male side or a female side. So what I got for the collective at first is the Answers rune. And this is how it looks. That's the rune. That's how it looks. And it's called Answers. Express yourself through thought and speech. The rune of the divine. Answers is considered to be the rune of divine inspiration. It is associated with the power of speech, the ability to express in words our thoughts and needs. Throughout history, this ability has been considered proof of the divine spark in humanity, a trait that separates us from the animal kingdom and which we shared with gods themselves. Answers is therefore symbolic of thought, words, and sudden flashes of insight. So the upright meaning of this rune is often appearance of answers in a reading indicates the sudden development of an entirely new set of circumstances. It is likely that a particular situation will change very swiftly, and you may be at loss about how to deal with the resulting issues that arise. However, although your conscious mind may be in confusion, your conscious mind knows exactly what to do as spirit guides and angels, or as the ancient Norse believed, All Father Odin himself will guide you. However, you interpret this spiritual intervention as inspirational power, as it no, an inspirational power will communicate their understanding to your conscious mind. Answers are likely to come in the form of meaningful dreams or a set of strange coincidences of the type of best described as synchronicity. Of course, answers may express itself more directly as you receive valuable advice from an older, wiser individual, or alternatively, your own wit and insight helps you to surmount a problem. So I don't know if you guys are dealing with a problem right now, but I am getting you do have the right spirit guides around you to just have faith and trust that everything will work out as it's supposed to. Affirmation: everything is happening for my highest good. Even if you feel stagnant and stuck. Okay, I'm going to just sage this deck and just get it ready. But I am being guided to read from the notes that I've taken for messages. So this is for fire signs, okay? Sun, moon, rising, or Venus. I am seeing public recognition, however, going viral for some of you. Something hitting off, something doing well that you've been working on, or that you just randomly post or randomly put out is going to do well. Whatever it is that you've been thinking about putting out there is going to go really well. It may be something to do with design or fashion. It is a business. It is a business. Feel free whenever you guys join. I can see there's 2 people in here. Whenever you join, don't be shy. And also give this live a like, even if it doesn't resonate, because it's going to help you, myself, and the collective, okay? Okay. The messages that I want to post is for the air signs right now. Interesting. That doesn't make sense. Why doesn't it make sense to me right now? Okay. It makes sense to me now. Sometimes when I'm in a rush and I get a message, I decide to just put something down that I will at least understand a little bit when I'm trying to give the messages to you. So what I got was, there is a masculine energy. I'm seeing somebody who's been manifesting a divine counterpart who, if you are a female, for example, a feminine, in her feminine energy, and you've been with a lot of masculines, or you've been in the past attracting masculines who are still in their feminine energy, who want you to do, the masculine's job, the masculine's work when it comes to finances or organizing dates or stuff like that, doing something fun. I'm just seeing, like, whether you're already in a relationship, or I'm seeing like some of you are in a relationship but you're bored in that relationship, and some of you are not in a relationship but you are sick and tired of how the relationships in the past have been. You knew deep down that's not what you wanted. You knew deep down you weren't getting the treatment or, the kind of relationship that you wanted to be in. It wasn't complete, or it wasn't everything that you wanted in somebody, but it was a few things that were like really good and surprising, probably, that made you stay. And you're feeling like maybe you're seeing other people's relationships and you're comparing, or you're thinking, that is like a reminder of what I want. This isn't what I want completely. So whoever you are, you're being guided to not settle. Whether you are in a relationship or not, if this is how you're feeling, it's because you're being reminded that you are in a settling energy. For whatever your reasons are, you are in a settling energy, and you're being guided to come out of that energy, because you're actually blocking off your actual blessing. You're blocking off what is meant to come to your path. And what I'm seeing is you're attracting a masculine who is a planner. Somebody who either knows you already or who doesn't know you, but someone who has been wanting, I was going to say missing. So whether they've already been in this kind of relationship in the past or not, because I did get missing. I was going to say it. So it's a masculine who misses being the provider, being the planner, being the organizer of like fun trips, fun activities, fun things to do to keep the relationship ignited. And it doesn't mean that it's only the masculine's job, but this is a masculine trait. Whether it is a female doing it or a masculine doing it, this is a masculine trait. But I am getting a masculine who enjoys and loves, somebody who will love whatever activity that they plan. So let me delete that one. I'm also getting you're a pioneer. There's something that you're going to start that hasn't been done before in your community, in your family. Another message that I have been getting is, so you to know that these messages are for you. You may have been seeing seashells. You may have been seeing, the shells that oysters are formed inside. So you may be seeing them online or in person. You may be seeing pictures of Medusa, or you may be hearing about Medusa. You may be seeing the French flag, France, something to do with France. You may be wanting to go to France, connecting to somebody who comes from France, or just connecting with somebody who speaks French, and somebody who's from St. Lucia. You may be from St. Lucia or someone close to you. And you may be somebody who's getting signs and synchronicities to forgive your past loved ones. Those that you have let into your life, into your circle, into your heart, and who betrayed your trust, who betrayed your love and affection and time. So the other thing that I have been getting is, there is nothing wrong in the amount of love that you give to people. You don't need to change, and you don't need to regret the amount of love that you have given to people in the past. The only thing you need to change is the type of person or people that you decide to give your love and affection to. There's nothing wrong with how you are. There's nothing wrong with having a big heart. There's nothing wrong with being a kind person. There's a difference between kind and nice, by the way. You're not people pleasing, but you have to just be a bit choosy in who you give your energy, affection to. You're somebody who is just loving, is what I'm getting. And it has been thrown back in your face because you didn't recognize and realize that you were giving to people who was repelling love. You was giving to people who felt uncomfortable with love. Maybe you even told yourself, you know what, F that. You decided to like match their energy. You decided to match them. Instead of staying the way you are, you allowed another individual who was low vibrational, who they too allowed another individual or individuals change their nature because they got stung, they got hurt, and now the same probably happened to you. You got stung, you got hurt, you got betrayed. Some of you haven't given up and you're still holding on and you're still loving, but with like an anxious attachment style. So something about your attachment style as well. I don't want to dwell too much on the earth signs. No, fire signs. Fire. So the full moon in Aries that we just passed 2 weeks ago or a week ago is strongly coming up right now as well. So that was very powerful. So you may be kickstarting a new career, a new passion. But the Aries, definitely, the Aries energy talks about passion and also standing up for yourself. And I'm also getting something to do with sexual energy as well, which is your creative energy, something you're being guided to utilize, not shame, not hold back, not dim because of what outside noise has told you in the past or in the present. I'm also hearing like use incense sticks more. Aromatherapy. Guys, there's 4 people in here and 1 like. What's going on? Do I have haters watching me or something? Wagwan. Could you guys at least give it a like, even if it doesn't resonate yet? If you're here watching, don't be a hater. What you got to lose? It's free. You may be hearing Melchizedek. Melchizedek is very significant to you. And you may be somebody who's working on their pride as well. I don't see any likes going up. I don't see any likes going up. So I might be right about the haters thing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go through those videos another time. Those messages, I mean. Okay. How am I supposed to know? Okay. What messages do you have, archangels, ancestors, spirit guides of the divine? The collective joining higher selves. What messages do you have for them right now? So I'm hearing get your body moving. Get your body moving, exercise, move your joints, move your muscles, let the oxygen go through your muscles. So you may be somebody who is already like exercising, doing yoga, morning yoga. Sacral chakra is activating as well. So you may be listening to sacral chakra sound frequency. It says, you have called upon this card today to encourage you to invite more flexibility into your world. The nature of life and our experiences are constantly inviting us to find a state of flexibility. When you can surrender to these messages, they will allow and embody a more flexible state of mind. This will bring an abundance of ease and grace as you find yourself in the flow. Have you been feeling a little rigid in your thoughts or ideas lately? Maybe even a little stuck in your ways? If so, it is time to practice the art of flexibility. You may be holding on to something, in your life a little too tightly, and now it's time to let go and allow some new energy to flow in. It is easy to get caught up in trivial ideas and thoughts, especially if you have strong belief system in place in your life. However, at this time, it will be beneficial and very healing to look at some of these outdated ways and beliefs that could be wreaking havoc in your world. Take some time to tune in and see what no longer serves you, and take the steps to bring about a little more flexibility. This card could also mean that you are being too rigid with a particular person, and it's time to give them and yourself a little slack. Flexibility is available to you right now. Let it in and allow for a life with a little more ease and grace. Affirmation: I am free flowing and flexible. I am free flowing and flexible. And so it is. So you may be having like some back and forth with some people in your life right now. And it may be because of something that you believe is not going to work out, or something you believe is low vibrational or not good, like whatever belief that you have about something. I feel like there's like opposition to something between you and somebody in your life where you're different. You don't align. You don't have either the same belief system, whether it is religion, spirituality, just life in general, whatever it is. You're being guided to like look at it from a different perspective and not personalize things, and work on yourself being more flexible within yourself. You can't control anything outside of yourself anyways, so to just work on how you feel about things. If it's like hindering you, then it's not right for you, is it? So I'm getting, you need to nurture yourself, you need to love on yourself, and you also need to tame yourself, is what I'm getting as well. Like nurturing and looking after yourself also means mothering yourself or fathering yourself, which is showing yourself discipline. Whoever you are, I feel like you're being guided to tap into your masculine energy more. Look at the characteristic traits of divine masculine. Whether you are a woman or a man, both divine feminine and divine masculine have low vibrational and high vibrational spectrums, sides. So you need to look at what a divine feminine, a high vibrational divine feminine, or a high vibrational feminine and high vibrational masculine traits. And you also need to look at low vibrational masculine traits and feminine traits as well, because you will see where you are energetically by looking at, because when you look at them, you'll start to see those characteristics are in you, whether they're high or low. Okay, what else? Hey, I'm seeing you are becoming balanced. Whoever you are, you're in a very loving energy right now. I want to read this. You're in a balanced energy. So when you do look at the divine feminine and divine masculine energies, you're going to recognize the work that you've done as well, is what I'm seeing. Balance, base chakra. So this is the root chakra. You have called this card into your awareness today as an indication that balance is required somewhere in your life. I'm going to be burping a lot in this video. You've been mastering balance is certainly a work in progress and a powerful master key to a more harmonious and enjoyable life. We live in a physical world of polarity with day and night, hot and cold. The forces of nature are constantly working towards a state of balance in everything. Living a life of balance is the ultimate goal. When you walk your path with no judgment and realize that everything has an opposite, life becomes less stressful and flows with ease and grace. You may have been feeling out of whack of late. Take a moment to see what is out of balance in your life. What have you been putting too much energy into or focusing on? What requires a little more attention? If you have been putting too much energy and effort into something and feeling stuck, then it's time to let go and allow the natural flow of balance to take place. If you have been ignoring something and not giving it the attention it requires, now is the time to give it some love, care, and focus. It can be thoughts in your head, relationships, work, family, or a new project you are working on. Once you find where the balance is required and take action and positive steps to allow the natural flow to occur. There is an old saying that too much of a good thing is not always the best medicine. Balance is the key. It is time to let go and stop pushing or trying too hard. Surrender and allow the balance to bless your life. This card also indicates that balance may already be present and you have been taking the right steps to allow it to flow into your world. Affirmation: I am balanced in all aspects of my life. I am balanced in all aspects of my life. You guys can comment or say the affirmations. I feel like you guys are also going into like holistic healing, holistic health, connecting to the number 7, healing your root chakra. So the fire signs, ooh, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm also getting like Jap. What was I about to call Jupiter? Japita. Japita. Jupiter. You're connected to Jupiter. Yeah, you're letting go of, again. I literally saw the holistic health number 7 card, which looks like this. And I was looking at this big writing, and the part that stood out to me was the body can store old emotions and beliefs in time. The body can store old emotions and beliefs, which in time can create imbalances in your outer energy, causing disharmony and disease. Healing is holistic, and when you can work on many layers of being, miracle healing can occur. A state of well being can take place. Have you been feeling out of balance? Again, out of balance. So, some of you are feeling out of balance because of doing the energy shift or the energy. Yeah, there has been an energy shift for sure, but at the same time I feel like there's a suppressed emotion that is keeping you imbalanced right now. I'm going to do this affirmation with you guys. Give this video a like if you've joined. Don't be stingy, because I am sending every negative energy back to senders who are in this live right now and who are going to join this video. And I'm going to continue doing spells to make sure whoever is on my account, whoever is on my channel, who is not a true supporter, to receive the same energy they are receiving back, because I haven't been doing that, but I'm going to start doing that now. Going into Queen of Swords energy. You and I both. You and I both. So yeah. And I am also getting a lot of clarity as well. So definitely working on the blockages in your chakras, especially the third eye and the crown chakra as well. So this is what's been attacked as well for some of you. I'm getting family members that just won't give it a rest. I'm going to end this reading now for the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire signs, going into the earth signs now, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's see what messages I've written down for the earth signs. I'm hearing something about drinking more water because of infection. Hi, Lala or La Unique. I hope you're doing well from wherever you are joining from. Okay, what I am getting for earth signs is that not everybody sees things. So you may be neurodivergent. So neurodivergent on the spectrum, something along those lines. You have a very creative, very inventive, very analytical, detail-orientated mind. You may come across as ADHD sometimes, obsessive or addictive personality. You may, I'm hearing the child syndrome for somebody, the child syndrome. I don't know what that means. Let me Google it. So I am a psychic medium, a medical medium, and I am a mental health coach as well, an energy reader. So I pick up on things whether I know what it means or not, because it's for whoever I'm with, whoever I'm surrounded with, the energy. As a medium, obviously I pick up on messages for the person next to me or around me. A messenger, basically. What is the third? Child syndrome. A term used to describe the idea that third-born children may be overlooked or neglected compared to the older siblings. While every family is different, some parents may find it challenging to give their child the attention and support they need. Aw, it's all right. I'm hearing parent yourself, heal yourself, give it to yourself. And also, when you first give it to yourself, then you're going to attract other people who'll give it to you. Because if you don't get it from anywhere, from yourself or anywhere else, then you're going to be stuck in that energy, and you're going to be attracting that energy for life. If you don't want to continue attracting that energy, change. You got to change within yourself, whatever it is in any aspect of your life. If you are not liking the energy you are sitting in, change it. Change starts with you. Okay? The change you desire has to come from your change. Thank you. So going back to the messages, a lot of the people you have come across is brain function and the way they see things, the way they perceive things, the way they understand things, their reality and their interpretations is completely different to yours. So you're not neurotypical. Whoever you are, whether you have been diagnosed or not, your mind works differently. You're somebody who sees things through filters. Your brain filter is different. Your brain function is different. You're very good at seeing important details in things. So you may be claircognizant, which is clear knowing, and inner knowing. Like you just know things without knowing how or where you got this knowledge from. Sometimes it could be osmosis, where it's knowledge that just came through years ago. You've been accumulating knowledge that have just been sitting in your mind for years until the right time. And you don't know how you know something, or where you got something from, is because you've already been exposed to certain things for a reason, for it to come out at the right time. I'm hearing be easy on yourself, be kinder to yourself. Affirmation: I am kind to myself. I am more kind to myself than I am with others. And whoever you are, I'm getting you're a very kind individual, but you're more kind to others than you are to yourself. It's because you put yourself in others people's shoes for so long and so much. You need to start living and feeling yourself and giving to yourself the amount you give to people. You can see things that happen in your mind before it happens. That's what I said. Yeah, you're clairvoyant as well. So clairvoyant is when you have the psychic abilities, when you have the premonitions, when you have the deja vus, when you have the dreams, when you have the visions, when you have the thoughts before something happens. I'm also getting, if you are somebody who's been thinking, I've been doing something, I've been working hard on something, I've been healing for this amount of years, I've been doing this for this amount of years. I have not seen big changes, a big shift in my life. I have not seen God work mysteriously or magically in my life the way God has been, the way the energy is coming through. Yeah, in my life, the way I've been seeing God show up in other people's life, it is because God has been working on you to, shall I put it this way or shall I put it in a sweet way? I'm going to put it this way, and I hope you receive it with love, because it is coming from love, but it's coming with a push, with a little bit of tough love. God's been waiting for you to get up off your backside and to make it happen for you, and to believe that you have the support if you push through. It's not about being saved. It is not about being saved. Yes, we all need support. We don't need to be saved, but there's nothing wrong with wanting support. But the divine wants to support you and not save you, because you have been saved many times. Now is the time for you to start being that person that helps other people. But before you can help other people, you need to get up off your backside, help yourself, and also survive. Become a fighter, become a warrior. If you are somebody who's been hearing for a long time, you're a light worker, you're an earth angel, God is working through you, you are God's ambassador, you are God's warrior, you are a chosen one, and that you have basically reincarnated to not only heal or clear your karmic debts and your bloodline, but you are meant to be somebody who is meant to be in the spotlight, to be an inspiration, to be um, a motivation to other people's lives, to be a support to other people's life. And I feel like you're somebody who knows this because it's something you've always wanted to do. A little bit of you have wanted to just skip to that version of you because you were so eager and desperate to come out of the pit yourself, but you are being guided to recognize that you weren't in the pit just for clearing karmic debt, but you were there to learn the ins and out, or what it feels like to be in that environment, to be in that circumstance, and how to get out of that as well, so you could shed the light to other people that are too coming through. So you're meant to be a guiding star. You are meant to be a spirit guide, an advisor, a motivation, a coach to other people. So I don't know if your life coach is number 4, or life path number is number 4 or not. You may be somebody who's already connected to the number 4, which is about stability, balance. Okay, balance. That came out in fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but number 7 is coming up as well. So you may have a destiny number of number 7 or a life path number 7, but that is to somebody who is a spiritual coach, somebody who is a spiritual advisor, guidance. So whether you do this as a career and you actually, this is your job, whether it is your job or not, you are meant to be an example. I also feel like you're somebody who's been letting go of trying to actively help people in their life. Let people come to you. And also what I'm getting is just live your life and share. But focus on you. Let it come to you is what I'm hearing. Whatever that means for you, let it come to you. Let them come to you, whether it is your future clients that you would like for whatever career path. It may be something creative. It may be a business. What did I eat? Why am I burping so much? I know it's spiritual burps, but at the same time, I did eat just before I came on live. I shouldn't be burping this much. So for the earth signs, I'm being guided to use this Star Codes Astro Oracle deck. Should I? Am I able to do this? Okay, let me just quickly say it. About him, archangels, ancestors, spirit guides at the highest white light. What messages do you have for that? Somebody's name could start with a W Warsame. I don't know. I just heard Warsame. So you may be connected to somebody called Warsame. It may be a passed over loved one. Someone you know, a passed over loved one is coming through, whose name starts with W. I'm also hearing a West as well. A West. And something to do with the 7th house. Seventh house. Opposition, confrontation. So you may be having confrontation with somebody that you're completely opposite to right now. So maybe you have like an 8-year difference. So this may be an ex-partner, ex-husband, ex-wife, or an ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend, but somebody who is just completely different to you and will never see you eye to eye is what I'm hearing. This person will never see you eye to eye, but this person was meant to teach you a lesson. This person was meant to teach you a lesson that's going to take you towards your destiny. This person's going to take you towards your destiny. So this person may have really messed you up. This person may have been somebody who has really not only blocked your chakras, but shattered your heart. I was gonna say brain. This person messed up your psyche as well. So maybe you were very vulnerable when this person came into your life, or young, a teenager or really young. This may be a childhood lover, but somebody who messed up your love life is what I'm hearing as well, because so whatever that's happened between you and this person in the past, or this may have started in the past and has been lingering for decades or a decade or just many years, this person has been holding you back, and your unforgiveness has been holding you back. You need to forgive this person genuinely. Something about horses, something about deers. Look up the spiritual meaning of horses and deers. This is really significant. Don't ignore it, guys. You'll be surprised. Look it up, please. Come back to the video and also post in the video what you found out. I would really love it and appreciate it. Be somebody who also is equal when it comes to energy. Don't just be a taker, an energy vampire. Be somebody who reciprocates and gives back. Equal give and take exchange. Otherwise, you'll always be a taker, somebody who never receives naturally and genuinely, but you'll be somebody who takes and somebody who has to force it. Be open-handed. Give videos likes, share, just be open. When you're stingy, because I feel like I have people like that in my energy. I'm not gonna lie. Someone who is a subscriber or a follower needed to hear that. If this isn't you, don't be offended. Don't take it personal. Those that it's meant to reach, it will reach them. They probably will get triggered. It's only natural. Well, at least I heard the message. Debilitated, discomfort. Saturn came out. So some of you may be having a Saturn return or strong Saturn placements earlier. When I was outside, the downloads never stop, but I do sometimes ignore it when I'm busy or whatever. But earlier when I was doing some shopping and I was on my way back home, what I was hearing was, whoever you are, look at your birth chart and look at where your Saturn is. Because if your Saturn is in the 4th house, you are lucky mother lover. Because if you're Aquarius, if in 2024 right now, it doesn't matter what year we're in, but I'm recording this in 2024 right now. In 2024, doesn't matter. If your Aquarius is in the 4th house, you are lucky. You know what? It may not come across as lucky, or you have not felt lucky in the past, and I get it, because obviously it comes with a lot of discipline and structure and abuse and strictness and stuff like that too, like when it comes to your childhood and your past. You didn't have a comfortable life, but it means you age in reverse. Your life starts later on. You didn't have the life that you've always wanted growing up, but you will have the life that you want, just later than expected or that you wanted. So it's a bittersweet thing. It's late, but it's still in this lifetime. If you're somebody who look up your North Node and look up your Saturn. Your Saturn placement. Feel free, if you're in this live, to ask any questions, okay? I don't mind answering one question to each person. I will answer your question. I'm not stingy. If you guys are going to be stingy, I ain't stingy. Everybody gets what they put out. So I'm not going to focus on what other people put out. I'm just going to focus on myself like I've always been. 34 may be significant, 24 may be significant, and 53 may be significant. So the number 8, number 7, and number 6 may be significant. Let's look at the... I wanted to look at... This is the one I wanted to look at. Debilated. Some of you may be architects, or you may love architecture, or you may be coming into like a friendship or relationship with an architect. Someone's going to design a home. Whether you're going to be working with an architecture, a builder, a designer, or you are this person yourself, is definitely happening. I'm seeing somebody who is going to design a home from scratch. Someone who is going to design their dream home from scratch. And I'm seeing when you enter the house, when you enter the villa or the mansion or just the house, you're going to be... So there's going to be a hall room, and then there's going to be a double staircase leading up to like the bedrooms or something. I don't know where it leads to, but I'm seeing... Can you see two staircases going like that? Yeah. Let's see what debilitated means. Discomfort. If you put a well-organized city dweller deep in the wild woods, they'd be accidentally debilitated. What does that word mean? Out of their element and pushed to live up to their potential. So coming out of your comfort zone is what I'm getting. Shit. If you don't work with the divine's going to push you into something that is uncomfortable. That is how the divine works. If you are in this live or watching this video right now, this is a gentle reminder, nudge, guidance, warning, whatever word that is more appealing to you, to go with the divine nudges and guidance. Because if you're avoidant or resistant, things are going to be forced upon you. What is it they say in religion about obedience instead of sacrifice? I was thinking about this earlier. I'm a very emotional person, so I talk with a lot of emotions. But earlier I was getting... I love how the downloads are coming back to me of today, the amount of downloads that I've been getting today, because it's Saturday and I didn't want to work today. I didn't want to like just watch too many things or listen to too many things. I wanted to be in a meditative state today, which I have been. And it's what time right now? It's 2:38 right now. All morning, let me just say, I've been in a meditative state today. And earlier, I was getting downloads about something that I was avoiding in letting go. And it's because I didn't understand. No, I'm not going to lie. This resonates with you. Whoever you are, this resonates with you in whatever aspect in your life. This may be a person that you've been guided to let go of, or a thing that you've been guided to let go of, or a place that you've been guided to let go of. Just something. You can let me know in the comment section if you would like, or just keep it to yourself. But I'm getting... there was something that you was being guided to let go of, and it doesn't mean forever if it's a person. It just means you being guided to work on yourself and focus on yourself. And I understand as a parent, I don't want to start crying. was gonna get emotional, and I don't want to get emotional. But you know, when you've been when you're a parent, especially a mother, you just see your whole life as secondary. You put your children's lives before yours. And let me so religion does talk about sacrifices a lot as well. And it doesn't mean sacrificing in a malicious or any other way. It just means putting God first, putting the divine first, putting your purpose first. And you shouldn't put anything above God or anybody above God. I'm laughing at myself because it's so ironic. We know this. We say this, but it's so freaking hard. When you don't really believe or something. I don't know what to say, but whoever you are, you've been guided to let go of something, and it doesn't mean forever. It means temporarily, and you probably have, but you went back to it because their emotions got to you, their opinions got to you, their needs got to you. You couldn't put God, what God wanted first. You couldn't put what you needed first. You put other people in front of you, above you. It could be children, it could be partner, it could be family. Okay? But the divine will give you chance after chance after chance. And I had, I think, 2 years. I had 2 years of the same messages. I haven't been sharing them, but I was getting the same messages for 2 years in my own personal life. And I wasn't even asking or seeking guidance to like help me see the bigger picture and see the future, or understand why I must do or why I should do what I'm supposed to do the way I'm supposed to do. So whoever you are, you're being guided to temporarily put the focus on whatever endeavor of project, whether it is your health, mental health, physical health, job, even whatever it is you're being guided to focus on. It doesn't mean detach from your family and whoever for life. It just means you got to focus on you got to self-isolate for a little bit, because the self-isolation period is not forever either. It's just a, a temporary like realign, like a temporary adjustment. So you've been delaying yourself, I've been delaying myself in the past, and I feel like in a way I was definitely meant to experience that, because earlier the downloads that I was getting was, even though I was avoiding what the message was or what the guidance was, it ended up happening out of my control, out of my hand. So going back to the message, the divine always intervenes. That's what the Tower card is. That's what the Tower moment is. That's what 555 means. Changes that are unexpected, because you weren't making the necessary adjustments and changes in your life to help you reach your destination or fulfill your destiny, fulfill your calling, your purpose in your life. You were letting outside forces, people distract you. And you probably thought you could find a loophole. You probably thought you could change your destiny or change the way you're supposed to do things. You plan, but the divine plans, and the divine is the best of planners. Whatever the divine says goes, because the divine sees more than you and knows more than you. So trust in the divine. Even if you don't understand what the divine is telling you, listen and trust in the divine. It will make sense later on. You're not the divine. I'm speaking to myself here first and foremost. Okay, foremost. But it ended up working for everybody's higher self and good in my case. Okay? So it's the same for you as well. Whether you choose to listen now or whether you choose to listen by force, is something that you will understand. Athena, you may be connected to Thor and you may be connected to Hathor as well. You're connected to Thor and Hathor. So I'm just looking at Athena, often given the epithet Pallas is an ancient Greek goddess associated with wisdom, warfare, handicraft, and was synchronized with the Roman goddess Minerva. Isis. So Isis is known as Hathor and Aphrodite. So I knew Aphrodite is known as Isis is known as Aphrodite, but I didn't know Athena is also. So whoever you are, the reason I'm talking about this is because a lot of the Greek and Roman gods and goddesses, they all come from ancient Egypt. They just changed it. But it's always good to go back to the original of everything. And that's what I've started to do now. Even like Odin and Zeus and stuff like that, it goes back to like Ra. It goes back to the ancient Egyptians, gods and goddesses, okay, guys? Well, each to their own, whatever you follow, whatever you believe in. So I don't know if you know the Egyptian goddess Neith, because I've never heard of this goddess, I'm not gonna lie. So there's an Egyptian goddess, ancient Egyptian goddess of many aspects, including creation, wisdom, war, hunting, and motherhood. Neith, Neith, Neith was a warrior goddess, and her symbol was two crossing bows. Motherhood. Neith was also known as the mother of the gods and the grandmother of the gods. Neith was sometimes thought to be the mother of the sun god Ra and was associated with Thoth, the god of learning and intelligence. Yeah, you are definitely divinely guided by Thoth, which is also known as Prophet Idris or Allah, Allah, Allah. Neith was worshipped for thousands of years, and her festival was one of the most important in ancient Egypt. During her festival, people believed that the veil between the living and the dead was parted. We're not. We just passed Halloween the day before yesterday, and I'm still feeling Halloween vibes. By the way, I'm still feeling Halloween vibes right now. I don't know about you guys. People believed that the veil between the living and the dead was parted, allowing them to speak with their deceased loved ones. Whoever you are, you're very connected to Halloween, you're very connected to death. Scorpio, you're very connected to I'm hearing Mother Mary and Mother Anne. So Jesus, Yeshua, Isis, mother, and grandmother. Whoever you are, even if you're a male, I'm getting you are very connected. So male or female, feminine or masculine, you are very connected to the goddesses and the mothers and the pioneers of spirituality, religion, mysticism. Even, I don't know her name, but there's a spirit guide that keeps coming to me. Can you share me what your name is? She's a female and she's a poet and she was a Sufi. Can you give me your name? I've never asked her for her name, but there's a mystic that keeps coming to me. She's nice, but I don't know who she is. Okay, I'm just gonna describe her. She loves blue. She loves God. She's a poet. Blue is very significant, and she speaks to you in with birds. What else? And the color purple as well. So definitely I'm getting she's been with you since birth as well, protecting and loving you. Because she's not just been around me, she's been around you as well. Whether you are somebody who loves the color purple or not, whenever you see the color purple, it's something about your past life is what I'm getting. Is a connection to do with your past life. She knows you from your past life is what she's telling you. And she's guiding you and helping you because she's record for 30 years. And it's because, oh my God. So you may be seeing olives. If you're seeing olives, you're being guided to eat olive, to work with olive and look at the benefits, the health benefits of olive. But she is definitely telling you at the same time is because of the Romans and what the Romans have done. She's not the only spirit guide around you, but whoever you are, you may be seeing rainbows, which talks about God's promise. There's been a lot of attacks and a lot of spiritual warfare and a lot that's been going on to stop you from your purpose. It wasn't just you forgetting your purpose, it was these people who, okay, what I'm getting is the Romans. I don't give two craps if I need to be responsible in how I give the messages and not be so childish. I'm a Aries moon, so sometimes I could be like a fuck it kind of energy, but I need to be just careful with the way I give messages. Just smart. I'm not even careful because I ain't scared of nothing. I'm not scared of death, no nothing. And these enemies that have been attacking you or attacking the chosen ones, the Romans is what I'm getting. I'm getting the calendars, the governments, just the way they have really mastered in controlling the masses. It's been for generations and centuries, because before times were like it is right now, it was easier to remember your past lives. Before technology and everything, it was easier in the past. The past made it easier for them whenever they incarnated, because they keep coming back to this realm because they're not passing the test of life. And they want to make this their domain, their heaven, their the matrix, their harvesting farm. I don't know what else to call it, because they're not human. They're not human. But what I'm getting is they've been incarnating for years and years and years and years and years, and you've been incarnating for years and years and years, reincarnating, and you've been coming back better each time. And I'm hearing this time I'm way better. This time I'm back and I'm way better than before. I'm hearing this time is a motherfucking win. This time I ain't losing. This time I ain't failing. This time is different. And it shall be. It shall be. Because all first forces are working with you. Anyways, that's it for the earth signs, okay? Going to water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Where's that book gone? Where's that book gone? Where's the book gone that I was reading from? Yeah. You may be seeing like campuses, you know, the compasses a lot. You may be seeing that a lot. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios. What messages do you have for the collective archangels, ancestors, spirituals of the highest world? I'm gonna do the timestamps afterwards for anybody who wants the replay. What's going on? Oh, wow. One more card, and then I'm gonna get some advice. I love tarot because it shows me so much more details, and I don't know why I decided to do that for the water signs. I'm hearing abracadabra. So whoever you are, whether you are a water sign, this is Sun, Moon, and Venus or rising. Okay. But I am hearing you're someone who is going into your Empress energy, someone who has come very far in life, somebody who's been working through a lot of hardship in life when it comes to career, when it comes to family, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to finances, when it comes to children, when it comes to home, just a very difficult struggle, humble beginnings. But you have been a magician. You are a born magician. Whether you have been consciously doing this or not, you are somebody who's very gifted. You have a very gifted bloodline. You have very gifted ancestors who have been working with you, guiding you, communicating with you. And I'm hearing is about time that you start doing this consciously, because you've been doing it unconsciously for a long time. When you're doing it, when you're manifesting and bringing things into existence into your life unconsciously, sometimes you bring in a lot of bad things into your life. You manifest a lot of bad things into your life subconsciously. So what you're being guided to now do is become more conscious and aware of your power, the power of your tongue, your mind, how the mind works, how manifestations work. I don't know if you already are aware of this, but you're being guided to look into how manifestations work. Law of attraction. Okay. Because you've always been this way. And it's only going to benefit you if you start learning about these things, because you'll become more conscious and aware and start doing the manifesting more consciously into your life. Because right now it's happening 95% of the time subconsciously. Something about exercising, working on strength, working on muscles. Maybe something has happened that maybe it was a health condition or something that has caused you to lose a lot of muscle mass. Or maybe you just haven't been working out. You stayed out of the gym for such a long time that you've lost a lot of muscle mass. I don't know if drugs causes muscle mass loss as well, but I am definitely getting somebody who is being guided to like work out, exercise, or something like that because of weakness in the muscles. So whatever age you are, this is what you're being guided to do. So the messages that I got was, you come from humble beginnings, water signs. A lot of struggles, difficulties, coming out of a household that has been money pinching, thinking lack, even health issues. I'm getting like low income, maybe like single parenthood or whatever, to then doing a lot of the work coming out of that. Maybe some of you have been in isolation for a long time or still are, but I'm definitely getting, you're now waiting, or you feel like you know it's coming. You've been told that something is coming in now, and this is going to change your life is what I'm getting. And you're coming from rags to riches, whoever you are, from living a poor lifestyle to being able to travel the world and have whatever it is that your heart desires. Your story is going to be coming from nothing to having everything, whoever you are. Coming from nothing to everything in the world. Let me cover, even though my camera quality is not the greatest. You're coming from struggles to success. Struggles to success. And I'm also getting, you have given a lot in your life. You're somebody who was very open-handed, very giving, very loving. And I'm also getting, you are asleep in the past, unaware in the past, asleep in the past of how karma works in all aspects, not just in the hereafter, in the next life, in after death basically, but also in this lifetime. Like, you knew a little bit about karma, but you didn't know much about karma. So whoever you are, even not outside of your, like, after your childhood, in your adulthood, what I'm getting is, if you lived in the Five of Pentacles, in struggles, in difficulty, it is because you were clearing a karmic debt. And whenever you have illnesses, calamities, adversities, breakups, issues in life, sometimes that is a karmic debt that you are clearing. So whenever issues happen, adversities and stuff like that happen in your life, be thankful and grateful. I know it sounds weird, especially if you don't come from a Muslim, Islamic background, which I did. I was taught, because of Islam, I was taught that when you're going through hardship, it is because you're clearing a karmic debt. Is dambi daf in my language means is washing away your karma, is washing away your sins. So whether somebody is putting you through hardship, or it's just the universe putting you through hardship, you are clearing a karmic debt. So be grateful. And I'm going to say this in a separate video after this as well. So whoever you are watching this, you're very loved, very guided, very chosen by the Most High to receive this message. I feel blessed giving this message. I feel honored giving this message. I don't know how you feel receiving this message, but I feel really honored giving this message. And I feel a part of the collective right now as well. And I'm so thankful and grateful. You're welcome, Esther. But if you are somebody who's received karma, hardship, calamity, breakups, health issues, near-death experiences and stuff like that, even your nemesis, even your enemies, even those who have deliberately, desperately tried to tear you down, they were subconsciously helping you. So thank them. I don't mean go back to them and thank them. I mean send them thanks and love, because it was helping you. So there's a lot of people who do a lot of bad in past lives or this lifetime who yet hasn't received their karma. And it's because they're supposed to receive it in a you're not supposed to focus on other people, but I'm helping you understand or understand the way karma works. If you're somebody who's asked, oh my god, this evil person has done so much on a bigger, wider scale, but they haven't received karma, I don't get it. It's been 15 years, it's been this amount of years, but don't count the years for other people. God knows best. God knows what God's doing. Leave it to God, because it's coming. Whether it comes in this lifetime or not, it's coming. And it's so sad that not a lot of people believe or understand past lives. I know I shouldn't think too. I'm a Pisces. This is a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio reading, water signs right now. But as a Pisces, I'm connected to all signs. I'm a very old soul as well. I'm a Pisces sun, Aries moon, beginning and end. Seriously. It's not emphasized. It's written in my birth chart. And I come from the bloodline of prophets and prophetesses. Literally, my tribe. I'm East African, so I genuinely do come from the bloodline. I know there's a lot of people who claim it. I don't say it a lot because I want to speak for myself, not just my ancestors. And I will at some point. I have done in the past and I will in the future. But I'm legit, is what I'm going to say. And the reason I'm saying this is because when it comes to past lives, it's very real. Whether you remember it or not, it's very real. But anyways, let's focus on this lifetime, okay? God loves you, and that's why you are clearing it in this lifetime, okay? And yes, you will receive and you will see heaven on earth before you reach the true heaven, which is when you go back to source. Eventually, we are all meant to go back to source. And I am survivor regardless. Ashe, regardless. I love that. I love that. Oh, I love that. Beautiful soul. So I am also getting something about you're being guided to really immerse yourself in what it is that you desire right now. I'm hearing obsess about your dream career. Obsess about it. That's how you're going to achieve it. So anyone in the past that you know as a celebrity or somebody who has achieved in their business, whether it is a podcast, content creating, their own public platform, or a celebrity, or I don't know what it is, just something. I'm also getting writing as well, whether it is books. I don't know, I'm getting author because of the kind of clothes that he's wearing right now. It's something very passionate. So this is a fire sign, but it's the early stages of a fire sign, something about studying a new creative ambition. I'm hearing obsess about it. Make it your world, make it your everything. From the moment you wake up, making it from the moment you wake up, making it about that from till the moment you go to sleep. See, if you are a parent, some of you, this is why it's been hard for you. And I feel like if you were in my case as well, where you became a parent or I was arranged in marriage, okay? And I was arranged very young in life. my childhood has been stolen from me, basically. But I love my son. Nevertheless, I'm so connected to my son, his higher self as well. And whether it was then or later on, he was still meant to be my child. But at the same time, there's been, whoever you are, there's been a spiritual warfare against you to stop you from your purpose, to distract you from your purpose. So I'm hearing like obsessed about your purpose. You couldn't do this before because you were extremely distracted. Whether you are still distracted or not, you're going to get the time to fully like immerse your whole existence into what it is you're meant to be creating. And you've been seeing stars a lot as well, haven't you? Whoever you are, you've been seeing stars a lot. Not only are you a star seed, you are meant to be a star, a celebrity in this lifetime as well. You may be connected to honey, bees, beeswax. Yeah. Or maybe wanting to work with beeswax or honey. I don't know, something. Yeah, destiny swap. That's happened a lot as well for a lot of my clients, and myself as well. You know, these delays, it was allowed for a reason. It's because it wasn't your time when they did the destiny swap, or they tried. It wasn't your time. I love it. Now is your time. And with this knowledge that you have about everything that's happened in the past, it was supposed to happen. So whoever you are, Esther or whoever else is in here right now, or whoever sees this video, check your north node. Your north node is what's going to help you figure out what your destiny is. Also find out what your destiny number is. I don't know if it's a 7, but I am getting like 7 a lot. Yeah. I am also getting you're a royal bloodline, so you've always been born into royalty, except for this lifetime. Like, I'm also a royalty from my mother's side and from my father's side, even though I haven't physically lived that way right now because so so different now when it comes to monarchy and stuff like that, where I come from. But definitely something that has been delayed for a reason, but it's all coming in. It's all coming in this time. So I am also getting you need to sage your space. I forgot what I was about to say. Something's really distracting me right now. Something's coming through that I don't like the feeling of. So whoever you are, I don't know if you have strong fire placements, you're being guided to light a candle. Light a candle to remove any negative spirits from your space. I'm hearing greed. So I don't know if you've had a greed issue. Ooh, I'm hearing you had a spirit of greed around you and your family. I don't know if you grew up around very selfish parents or parent, very narcissistic, very me, and this made you very selfless is what I'm hearing. But it also made you needy and greedy as well. I don't mean it in a negative way. I just mean this is the behavior that's been around you for so long that even though you felt like it was not right and you recognize that it wasn't right, it was just something that it was inherited, subconscious, behavioral that you picked up on that you needed to let go of. And I'm hearing some of you have been over giving, over spreading, pleasing because of very narcissistic, greedy loved ones around you, family members around you. A root. Okay. So seize your space, have salt baths. I don't know what you mean by root. Put a root on you. What's a root? A spell? Or like twist? Is it like a graveyard magic that you're talking about? There's a reason why my mind went to graveyard magic. So depending on where you're from, this is for either somebody completely different or for the same person. But I'm definitely getting Judgment Day for your enemies for sure. Your family members had enemies. Your family was attacked. Your bloodline has been attacked for centuries, for a very long time. That's why the same enemy that's been attacking your family has been attacking you. Every generation, this enemy, this entity has been attacking. But Time to Shine came out again. But I'm hearing, instead of fighting, instead of getting closer to the divine, it's because they weren't ready. Your family members weren't ready to face their demons, to face their shadows, to heal from these karmic ways, to heal from the traumas, to heal from the abuse. It's just been passed on generation to generation. And you were the one who was chosen. You were the one out of the 144,000. Many were called. Many were called. They knew. I'm getting your family members knew, but they weren't woke. Like they felt it, but they were in avoidance. They weren't ready to fight the energy, to fight the traumas. They were suppressing. And I feel like even though you have tried to suppress, you couldn't continue suppressing like they did. Give this a like if this resonates, guys. But there's Judgment Day for your enemies. So even your family members, I'm hearing those that too were victims themselves, because hurt people hurt others, just because they were guilty by association. Some of them haven't even done anything to you actively, but they witnessed. Some family members witnessed. So those that witnessed and laughed and joined in gossip, in slander, in bashing, in bullying, whatever it is, either when it was happening to you live and they didn't do anything about it, or behind your back, and they didn't do anything about it, they're still getting judgment by association. Even you, if you're somebody who has been associated to somebody who's been bullying, or who has been, making somebody feel worse than they already do, who has been making somebody's life hard, I'm not getting you were. Someone needed to hear that, but I'm definitely getting like, because you've experienced this, you can't stand this. Even more so when it's happening to other people than when it's happening to you. I'm hearing like you are a huge protector of others more than yourself, but definitely those people who have stand by and watched, they too are getting judgment. They too are getting karma. See, the way karma works, a lot of people don't realize. We hear people throw around the word karma a lot, but it's so vast the way it comes in so many different forms. Very subtle or very strong, just little things that happen, mishaps and losses and breakups and just issues in life. That is karma for people. But the bigger the trauma they cause to you, these enemies, the bigger trauma they cause to you and the bigger hurt that whoever they done it to, you or others, they're getting their karma. And because it's you and because of the time that we're in right now, it's happening. There's a huge awakening happening right now, a huge awakening that's happening right now. And whoever you are, even you, I feel like you're awakening to who you are and what your destiny is. I was always protected. Yes, always divinely guided and protected. So, water signs. Somebody's name could be Heather or Robin. I'm getting Heather, Robin. I'm also getting Angel. I don't know if someone's name is Angel or if somebody's nickname is Angel or Malika. But yeah. So whoever you are, you have very healing energy. You have Reiki, natural Reiki powers, which means, you know, your hands get really tingly. Your hands, the way you massage people, when you touch people, when you hug people, you ignite ignite you ignite love. Like, your energy is very strong, whoever you are. So whether you are somebody who feels energy themselves or not, I feel like you are, because how could you have Reiki powers without feeling energy? Yeah, I feel like you feel energy, whoever you are. I don't know or think, it doesn't make sense to me, but if you do have a very strong loving energy, healing energy, I'm sure you would be aware of it. Because other people will make you aware of it since you were young. I used to be woken up. What age was I? I was either like 13, 12, so around, no, maybe younger. Yeah, I was younger. I didn't reach puberty. I reached puberty at 13, so I'm going to say 11, 10 years old. I would be woken up from my sleep from my mother's friends who, you know, her best friend. Nabila, are you asleep? Of course I'm asleep. You're waking me up just so I can massage her. She would come to my mother's house so I could massage her. Other people were like that as well. A lot of people noticed way before I did that my massages were healing. And then the healing energy would stay with them or linger with them for days before they come back. Wallahi. So whoever you are, your massages, your touch, like when you touch someone's head, when you touch their face, I did the opposite there. When you touch their head, when you pray over people, your prayers are answered as well, because you're that close to the divine, because you're that open to the divine, and the divine works through you. I mean, I am talking to, let me not be too cocky, but I was just gonna say I am talking to water signs, so it's not that surprising. You're the generational curse breaker. That's what I was getting earlier as well. So there's been a lot of attacks in your bloodline, your ancestors, even the ones, your past over loved ones and your ancestors, the ones that are working with you. I feel like whoever you are, this is a future prediction. I know you get a lot of dream messages as well, but I know this is a future reading for some, or a future message for some. You will get there because you're going to continue getting these messages. You are going to receive the downloads, the messages, not messages and downloads, memories. You're going to receive memories and visions and feelings in dreams that will also reflect your reality, first in the spiritual realm, in the 5D, and then you're going to start perceiving them in the 3D, which is the memories of your ancestors. You have strong ancestors who were known, who are in the history books, male and female. Your ancestors, do you know how powerful you are? Like, if you knew the reason your energy is so strong is not because of your own energy. Sorry to break your bubble if I am, but I don't think some of you have that big of a bubble or pride. Your energy is not only from you, it's from your blood that runs through your veins, your whole DNA, genes, everything, epigenetics. Your lineage are freaking powerful, whoever you are. Royalty. But the dreams are very much coming through a lot right now. So record your dreams, journal your dreams. Last message for water signs. I'm going to pick up the message from the ground as the last message because I feel like that's speaking to me right now. So the last this is the last message. It says Jesus' descendant, Yeshua, Isa. What other names does he have? Jesus, Yeshua, Isa. Why am I getting he has another name? There's a fourth name, but I don't know what the name is. But I'm getting he has another name. I don't know. Y'all can put it in the comments if you know. Put it in the comment for me if you know. But I'm hearing he has another name. Never got that before. But Yeshua, Isa. I don't. But yeah, you basically come from the lineage of prophets. That was the last message for Pisces, Scorpios, and Cancers. The last reading now are the air signs. What messages do you have for the air signs, archangels, ancestors, spirit guides of the highest light, energies, entities, vibrational entities, energies? Thank you. So I'm being told to go into my phone for something that I previously written down. I don't know what it is yet, but I'll know when I see it. So Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, if you are watching this right now and this resonates with you, give it a like. But I am being guided to tell you how the ancestors, spirit guides, and the angels, archangels, how they communicate with you through your intuition. This is what I'm being guided to tell you right now, okay? So what I'm being guided to tell you is, even if it doesn't make sense, when you feel like going somewhere, when you see a book, whether you know what that book is about or not, and you feel very drawn to it and you don't get it, sometimes when you don't get something, you just discourage yourself or tell yourself to go somewhere else or do something else. But I'm hearing, even if it doesn't make sense, do it. Listen to your intuition. That's how they communicate to you. Go towards that book, open that book, whatever page that you're just do automatically. Whatever it is that you're being guided to do, it will make sense to you after you do it. And then after you do it and it makes sense to you, that's how you're going to continue following the signs and synchronicities. That's what it means. They're leading you towards something. Your intuition, your heart, your compass, your soul is guiding you. So the more you follow, the more you recognize how it works. So whoever you are, you don't have much practice or knowledge in this. So you're going through an awakening and you're also being guided right now how to listen to the nudges and guidance. It's okay. Whether you're at the beginning stages, mid stages, just learn to just follow up. So for me right now, saying I'm being guided to go into the notes that I've taken throughout the week. I don't know what it is that I'm supposed to read to you right now, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but whoever you are, you're being told, guided to come out of that mind. Stop thinking logically, think intuitively. Use that intuition, not just the mind, not just the intellect. You learn to use your intuition is what you're being guided to do. Whether you are a male or a female, you have intuition. Follow your intuition. Follow your guidance. Follow your nudges. Your gut is what I'm being guided to tell you as well. Your gut is going to be affected if it's not healthy. And the enemy obviously wants you to block up that gut of yours, not just for your looks becoming horrible, but your mind becoming distorted as well. They don't want you to think clearly. Of course they don't want you to think clearly. Why let the enemy win? So let me go through the notes. So yeah, the way to listen to the signs, messages and stuff like that is whenever you hear something playing and it's like just making you feel something different, you're clairvoyant, you're clairaudient, sorry. That means you receive messages through sound, whoever you are. So you may hear messages through sound. This could be music, this could be words, conversations, anything that you hear. Sometimes you receive messages through feeling, like a gut feeling of a good thing, bad thing, exciting thing, like you just feel things. That's called clairsentient. Clairaudient is through sound. Knowing, when you know something is either true or false, you don't know how to explain it, but you know somebody's lying, or you know somebody's telling the truth, or you know something is somewhere or something is not somewhere. Just that knowing, that's called claircognizant. You are claircognizant. When you see things before it happens, like seconds before it happens, minutes before it happens, months, weeks, years, it doesn't matter. That is clairvoyant. You're a psychic, you're clairvoyant. So you, whoever you are more than just an empath. And I feel like you're connected to Earth, and you're connected to Mother Gaia, and you're connected to the number 3 as well. So the 3 of Pentacles, no, 3 of Earth came out. You're very creative. So you may be somebody who's been working alone for a while. And it's 333 on the timer. So you may be seeing 333 a lot. You're being guided to slow down and work as a team. You're about to start working as a team if you're not already. And the message that I have for you is something significant happened for you on the 16th or the 17th of October last year or this year. This may be your birthday as well. And I'm also getting you have a mother that is very psychic as well. You have a mother that was very gifted as well. Your mother could have used her gifts for good as well. Your mother was called for... Your mother was called, whether you recognize this or not, some of you do, some of you don't, but you remember a lot of the things that started happening in your life when you was getting the calling. I'm going to call it a calling. When you're going through the first spiritual awakening, sometimes it starts as a heartbreak. There's a catalyst basically that puts you into the dark night of the soul. It could be a crisis, a calamity, or whatever. But I am getting your parent went through that. Whether you were very young or mature, you remember the stuff that your mother was going through, and even like a lot of messages your mother was getting, and then she wasn't understanding at that time. So I said this, I don't know if for the water signs was it that I was doing or the earth signs, but I was getting yeah, your parents was chosen as well. Like they had clear signs, but it wasn't meant to be for them. Not many people put themselves in other people's shoes. So you are somebody who puts themselves in other people's shoes. You really know how to understand and connect with people. I don't know if you are a Libra or have strong Libra placements or a water sign. Look at your Libra placement is what I'm getting. I don't know if this is in your third house or fourth house or second house. Whoever you are, you have strong Libra placements, which is about community. It's about balance, it's about law, it's about justness. So you're very just, you're very good with people, whoever you are. Look at your Libra placements, it's going to help you. Looking at all of your house placements and your birth chart and where the signs are and the energies of the sign, I know it's probably not your life purpose, but you can go to somebody who can explain this to you. If you don't understand how to read it, there's websites that will explain it to you. Just get to know yourself is what I'm getting. Get to know your sign, because it's going to help you like understand why you are the way you are. I'm also hearing it makes sense. Water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you are now letting go of people pleasing and self-sacrificing. Now letting go of self-sacrificing. God was waiting on you, and you was waiting on God. You can't be too nice. You have to be balanced. You have to be equal. You have to make yourself equal. Not even just first. You have to be balanced. Not giving too much or too less. Give and receive just as much. And I'm getting you are a giver. Like you recognize those that can't give. Obviously, when you're in circumstances, when it comes to people who are receiving karma or people who have been wronged, use your discernment. It says Libra again. So this is a water sign reading, but I'm getting, because it's about the communication as well. So all air signs is to do with communication, intellect, and people and stuff like that. So you're being guided to like work on that, whoever you are, because you're meant to be starting a community. And I'm getting trust your talents in changing time. I have Libra South Node. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, really dissect your earth sign or your north node. Really dissect, because that is the energy you are meant to be embodying. You are no longer meant to be in alignment with your rising, with your not rising, with your sun, which is your south node. My south node is Pisces. And my north node is Scorpio. But it's also my rising. And I love that it's my rising because it is how I connect within myself. I don't just identify as a Pisces, which I did in so many different ways, especially the low vibrational ways in the past. But I'm really like connecting more towards my. So you said your south node is Libra, not north node, south. Okay. At least get to know. So you may be going through the opposite. What is your north node? Pisces is your north. Is that what you mean? So that so Pisces, is it Pisces? Because you said please, but I think you mean Pisces. North node Libra. So maybe in the past you were like too much of a people person, outgoing person, not deep, very like, you know, or maybe you were religious as well. So there's a lot of things you're being guided to let go of when it comes to your south node, but you're being guided to go into your north node as well. Can you confirm? Aries. Okay. Aries is your north node. You're definitely being guided to go into your passions and desires right now, and also defending yourself and defending others. Fire. Look, you need to rewind and read. Look at the fire signs. I feel like I think I done the fire signs at the beginning. Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah, I did fire signs at the beginning. But the reason I say that is because whoever is listening to this reading as well, you really need to look into your south node, because this is what you're being guided to align with, which is your energy that you're going into. So the south node is to do with the past karmic debt, your past life, and the past, everything to do with the past. So you're now going from down here, which is all about 3D, which is all about lower base chakras, lower mental state, lower energies and stuff like that, and you're being guided to ascend. So who was it that said ascending? Esther. Yeah. So you're being guided to align with where you're trying to ascend to. Even if it doesn't make sense to you, at least reading it in the now is going to store that the energy, and it's also going to store whatever memories. But everything happens in stages. Someone watching this, you may have been going through a 15-year karmic cycle. Something took 15 years. I don't know what that means. Something took 15 years. But definitely transformation coming through as well. Huge changes coming through. So I feel like I finished with it. I know my placements, but I want to know what each placement means. I'm working on it. If you feel like that is your desire, do that. But you can book that with somebody. I'm not going to sit here and pretend. Scorpio is my north node. I am meant to dissect astrology and astronomy and birth charts and all of that. But clearly, I'm at the beginning stages. I'm doing a lot of other things. I have, when they say jack of all trades, Pisces, Aries, and Scorpio, those are very strong signs. But I'll let you know. Email me if you would like. But I do know of can I recommend him? Email me, and as soon as I find somebody who is a very good and good priced reader, or somebody who can dissect your birth chart for you, I will send it to you. I don't like gatekeeping and none of that, because I'm not like that. I don't know why. I've not come across people like me yet, but I like to share and give because it's freaking free. Why not? Don't get it. But yeah, if you would like to see someone to help you with your birth chart, email me and I'll send you. There's this one guy I know from TikTok. I just haven't got a reading with him yet, but I know he's really good. I think he's triple threat. He's triple Aries. What's his name? He's triple Aries. And he's an energy reader, tarot reader. He does a lot of things, psychic medium. I just haven't got a reading from him yet. Where is that? Yeah, there he is. Okay. I feel like that's come up for a reason. But I too need to look into my birth chart like proper. So whoever said that, yeah. But I want to know what each placement means. See, I know what the placement means because I've written them down, but I want to get to a place where I know them by heart. Like I hear it, I know it. 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 But now I have to look at my notes. Matter of fact, let me go get my notes. Let me go get my notes. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, this trouser's gotta go. There's a rip in my trousers. I don't know if some of you are Jamaican descendant. Is it Jamaican? What's the religion? Because I used to work for the NHS before, the National Health Service here in the UK. I worked in general practice, I worked in surgery, I worked in hospitals. I just worked in the medical field in different departments, let's just say. And I didn't ask too many questions back then because I was too focused on work. But it's something throughout all of these years, there's something that's in my mind that I still don't understand, and it keeps getting brought up. And I've met so many Caribbeans. I know so many Caribbeans in my life, and I haven't asked, like, unless this conversation comes up. But I keep getting the religion, the Caribbean religion. So the reason I mentioned the medical health field is because in training when it comes to the GPs or the hospitals and stuff like that, you need to understand certain backgrounds and beliefs, because it does interfere with the medical assistance or medical service, medical treatment that they require. Their beliefs is important, right? And to respect it and to not violate their beliefs, right? So the Caribbeans, in training, I remember back in 2000, was it 16 or something? I think it was 2016. I learned that it is forbidden to wear secondhand. I don't want to laugh. I don't mean to be offended. I'm not. I'm not offended. And I laughed back then, and I'm laughing now. I don't know why. I don't know what's making me laugh. But I'm getting it's actually forbidden or offensive to wear secondhand clothes or to wear something somebody else wore. If you guys know about this, let me know, because we have phones and internet, guys. Like, I could have Googled it. 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 9 years. It's taken me almost 10 years to actually Google this. See how, like, things happen in divine timing? Some of you have been waiting or wanting for something to come in fast, or confused about why something hasn't happened already, or something that you forget about, and then every couple of years you remember, and then you forget about, and then you remember, and you're like, why is it taking me so freaking long? Whether it is a relationship, whether you are somebody who has not been married and who has wanted to get married for decades or a decade or whatever, things happen in God's timing, not your timing. And when I say God's timing, I mean the universe's timing. Everything has a time line and place. It's not in your control. Just let it go. And some of you have already reached that stage, is what I'm getting as well, especially if you're a Libra. I feel like it's been a long time for you to reach this stage of letting go, and you finally recognize that, you know what, maybe I'm the one who has been resisting this as well. Because when you're too desperate for something or too bothered about something, it won't come through. I have a cousin that's coming to my mind right now, whose name I'm not going to mention, but there's a lot of family members, and this is in the African community a lot. This is my notes, guys, when it comes to astrology and placements and birth chart. I haven't forgot about it. I'm just channeling right now. I will get back to it. It's in my hand for that reason, but I need to say what I'm channeling right now, which is, even if it's not for you, I feel like it's being recorded for somebody, because everything that comes through is for a reason. And it's for somebody out there who is older than me, because my cousin is older than me 5 years or something. Bless her soul. She's reached the age that the medical field tell you that it's difficult for you to conceive. So my cousin's like 35, 36. I'm 30. I turned 30. It's something to celebrate. It's not something to, you know. I'm getting, I don't know if you are an African descendant or something. You probably are, most likely are. And you're probably older than me as well, where you're over 30 or 35 or whatever. But I'm getting, ignore and forget what you have been told in the past when it comes to society and social norms and the medical field and everything. Grandparents don't look the way they look right now. A lot of people are having kids later than they used to before. Things are not the way we were brainwashed and programmed to think. And have faith, have iman, have trust in the divine, the most high. Even if you're not even in your 30s yet and you're just 24, or you're creeping up to 25, you're not 25 yet. Some of you are under 25. like in your 20s but under 25, and you're just thinking, oh my god, I'm reaching halfway, I'm reaching 25, or I'm closer to my 30s, I haven't found a divine counterpart yet, blah blah blah. Let go of that brainwash and let go of that trap mentality, because it is a trap mentality. So wait on divine timing. Okay, we kind of derailed. It is the last signs that I'm doing the reading for, the air signs, so it's okay. And you know how air signs are, they're up in the clouds and all that. So I just randomly opened a page trying to get to where I was trying to get to, where is the houses of the birth charts. But the first page that I've opened, when it comes to divination and books, when you open a page, there is a message, there's a significance to it, so you should read it. And I'm not going to ignore it because it was in my face. Let me show you guys. I don't know if y'all can see my notes and the date that I've taken it. Can you see it says 2023 February 11th, Saturday? So it says Saturn. Whether I have read it or not, Saturn is very important. And I don't know if it was for the water signs or the air signs. I know I did pick up on Saturn before. I think it was water signs. But anyways, I feel like the messages are relating to all signs right now, but it is a flow. But I'm going to read this page because it's important. It's okay. 38 here, almost 40. Listen, don't let the age fool you. Don't let what these people have told you fool you. Listen to your body, fool your body, nurture your body. Because it's all about how you treat yourself and how you feel about yourself. Honestly, I have family members who have kids. I swear to you, over the age of 45. I have family members. And even though, like, it's about how you take care of yourself. My auntie gave birth at 46. And my other auntie gave birth to twins after 15 years of being barren. She asked me to pray for her and her husband when I was giving birth to my son, because in my culture, I'm Somali, East African. So when a woman is giving birth, she's in between heaven and hell. She's in between heaven and earth. She's in between heaven and earth. She's in between life and death when a woman is giving birth. This is in religion too, not just my culture. So my auntie, a lot of people in religion and culture, when a woman is giving birth, so I feel like they say in religion and culture, when somebody's flying to another country and when somebody's giving birth, those are the two times prayers are answered, because the veil is thin, because you're close to touching death, is what they say. You're closer to death. So whatever time period you're close to death, your prayers are answered. So my auntie, she couldn't give birth for 15 years, I think, is what she said to me. And when I got married, when I was getting married, she was involved in my marriage, like, the getting ready stages. I wasn't a bridezilla, but she was an amazing person to have around. Everybody else was stressing me. I didn't care too much because it was an arranged marriage. I didn't have any control. I was very young. I was underage actually as well. So my mom and everybody else was in control of everything. Nothing was my choice in my first marriage. But this auntie was like a beautiful solace for me. I loved her presence. And then when I was pregnant, she was good to me as well. So of course I prayed to her sincerely to God, for God to bless her and her husband, children or a child, because she was barren for 15 years. And they were at an older age as well, older than 40. She was in her late 40s. How old is she now? She's probably like 49 now or something, and her twins are I don't know. I don't want to assume. I don't know, but she was older. And I prayed, and I almost actually did die during my delivery. But God blessed her with twins. I don't know if it was through IVF or naturally, but God blessed her with twins. And I didn't take credit and I didn't mention it or repeat it to anybody or her, but I know deep down, I know my prayer was answered. And I don't want to get emotional, but I prayed for other things that night, and I did almost freaking die. I feel like I go and come back? I don't know, but I was really going. I was drifting. It was an emergency situation in my delivery. I bursted a vein, so I did actually, in fact, almost die. I was drifting. I had oxygen emergency. Doctors had to rush in. All of that. I'll share my. I don't know if it's important. I don't know if I want to share it, but it was a really traumatic experience. But I know 3 of my du'as, because I didn't have time to make a lot of du'as, because I literally, the other du'as or prayers, let me just say, that I prayed was for my son, because I literally thought I was dying. So I was just covering him in protection spells and prayers. But I thought I was dying. So I didn't pray for any other things, but the 3 things that I prayed for did come true. And I remembered to pray for her when I was in that delivery bed. So that was very significant for me to share, to send hope to whoever is listening right now. I know this is a very lengthy video. I'm surprised I still have the energy to be here. But yeah, don't let false programming beliefs. It's so freaking different for everybody. You never know. And not even that, just believe in miracles too, believing in the impossible. So Saturn, and it also says number 8 here. Can you see that? Number 8. So it says here Libra and Capricorn in brackets. I don't know what that means yet, but that is very significant. Look at your Capricorn placements, look at your Libra placements. Can't believe I'm saying that right now. I was getting so many signs for the past week about the Capricorn signs. I feel like my collective are very stubborn. Because I'm very stubborn. So if you are my collective, your spirit guides, your higher self decided to connect with me for a reason. For a reason. Yeah, because you're in my energy. You're like me. I'm like you. We're connected. So it says here, mother influence. Something about division sign. Dividing, divisive. It will make sense to you later on if it doesn't make sense to you right now. But this sign is very significant. Even Ed Sheeran, I don't know why Ed Sheeran decided to make his album this sign, but this sign is very significant. I don't know what it means right now, but I'm getting the division sign is very important. I don't know what it means originally. Whoever you are, maybe you've been seeing this or working with this. I don't know if you're a mathematician or anything. This is significant for you. Okay? You'll know. Mother influence. So this is to do with Saturn. I'm also hearing $8 million. Don't forget me, guys. If you get a huge abundance, don't forget your sister here, okay? It's your choice. It's not by force. Don't forget me. Don't forget me. Okay, so structure of life, discipline in life. So you're coming into discipline and more structure and becoming a mother for yourself and others. It says challenge and crisis. extreme pressure and turbulence, empowerment, protection. What is this? So this is the Saturn energy that I'm describing. I don't even know I wrote about the Saturn energy. Whoever you are, take notes, because even if it doesn't make sense to you, it's good to keep them. So this is the Saturn energy. The Saturn energy is the mother influence, the structure of life. It's the structure of discipline in your life. Look at your Saturn placement. I feel like I said it for fire signs at the beginning, but it's coming back again for Aries, Leo. No, it's coming back for the air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It's very connected, all the signs right now, but nevertheless, you are somebody who's very balanced between all elements in your zodiac, in your birth chart. But I am getting Saturn return. I'm also getting connecting to your north node. There's been a lot of like distractions and attacks trying to keep you in the past, trying to keep you stuck and bound. Some of you have been too powerful and too conscious and too aware and too fed up with the past to stay behind in the past. Like you're done playing small. You're done self-sacrificing. You've done this too much, too long in your lives. Not just life. This lifetime is not all I'm talking about. Lives. I'm also getting, you've got ancestors in the past who have sacrificed self-love for survival, who has married for security and wealth. Seriously, you're not meant to do that. Sad. But yeah. Wow. It's sad for your past ancestors, whether you remember these ancestors' memories, whether it was your past life that I'm picking up on. I'm just getting females in your bloodline who are working with you, guiding you, and also protecting you and loving you to achieve the fullest love life, because this is something they yearn for, something that you're going to accomplish that they were not able to, but they will through you. So after you break the generational curses and you accomplish marrying for true love and healing your generation to come, they too are going to reincarnate with good lives. They too are going to reincarnate with better lives. They might even, I'm hearing someone, I don't know if it's plural, but someone is going to come down through your children, one of your children. You and the person you choose to settle with, who too is going to be somebody who has cleared their karmic debt. You're not meant to align with and settle down with somebody who still has karmic debt. You're meant to be aligned and start a generation, have offspring with somebody who's been doing the work to clear their like someone who has cleared their karmic debt as well. I'm gonna finish and then I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna finish reading this and then I'm gonna go to the birth chart because I need to check the Libra placement. That's very significant. I have to do it in this reading for the air signs. I feel it in my bones, in my everything, my instinct, everything is telling me I have to. So I will. I'm gonna listen to that. Okay. Education. Another thing that I've been getting is you're realizing your distaste or dislike for school and knowledge and education and reading and sitting and doing and taking tests. It's not because it's your personality. It's not because it's not your preference. It's not because of everything that you think it is. It's just stuff that you told yourself, especially if you're Aquarius. Especially if you're an Aquarius, I feel like it's not because of the things you've told yourself. It is because of the way you was treated. Like, I feel like at the beginning stages of your life, there wasn't a huge importance to knowledge and education. And then another stage of your life growing up, it was something that has been put a lot of shame and negativity around. You've been shamed, ridiculed, and criticized, and even punished for making mistakes. So you've got a distaste for knowledge and education. Someone or somebody watching this. It's not because of you. So you're being guided to like make education fun. And you're probably going to make education fun for the generation to come after you because of your experiences in your generation or your past. You're going to make education very fun for people. This is for somebody. Loneliness. So I feel like you don't like loneliness. You don't feel comfortable being alone. You seek people, community, and you just like being around people because you feel uncomfortable being alone. I'm hearing you need to learn to become comfortable being in your own energy because you're never alone, actually. You always have presence around you. You just need to start getting to know those presence around you. Start connecting spiritually with the unseen. So Saturn is about life's karma. It's about Libra and Capricorn. It's Libra and Capricorn influence. It's about challenges, crisis, extreme pressure, turbulence, empowerment, protection, lessons through difficulty, consciousness, life lessons through hardship. Saturn governs your life, stability in job, personal life, resources, etc. Slowest moving planet. It takes 30 freaking years approximately to complete its revolution. Hence why everybody has a Saturn return at 29, 30 years old. I've just had mine this year. Do you know what's so funny? I've always said my whole life, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was. I just knew at 30 is when my life is going to begin. That's something I've always said. I didn't know how 30 was going to look for me. I'm not disappointed, but it doesn't look the way I thought it would look right now. But we're still in 2024, so we shall see. I knew something was going to change for me at 30, and it's something I stuck with. And it's something I always said. I was a freaking psychic since I was young, and I scared my family. I even scared myself at times, but I always said life starts at 30 for everybody. Life starts at 30. And I recently lost my journal and diary where that was the title, and that was where I scribbled on the cover of the book, Life Starts at 30. But yeah, it takes 30 years. Where did I write that? To complete its revolution. Time moves slower in Saturn. Appreciate and optimize it. White storm on Saturn. Every 30 years, periodically, create storms in your life. So the time that you turn 30 may have been a huge transformation, shift, changes, maybe even calamity or crisis or adversity in your life, is because it was shifting your life. It was the biggest shift, but it was for your good, for your highest good. Strideness, maximum distance from sun. See, earlier I said you're meant to go from your sun sign to your north node. So my sun is Pisces, I'm going into my north node, which is Scorpio. So for you, if it's Libra Sun going into Aries, or Cancer Sun going into, I don't know how that works. Let me just say Scorpio Sun and stuff like that. Ooh, if you're a Scorpio Sun, like Scorpio sign, look at your north node and your rising is what I just heard as well. Shines from time lights, mode, and male and female balance. See, balance is coming out a lot for all of the signs right now. Male, female balance, yin and yang, nature, not nature, hexagon, and honeybees. Honeybees. See, didn't I mention honeybees and honey wax and bees earlier? I freaking did. I freaking did. I freaking did. And my candle here made of honey wax is melting everywhere. Everywhere. But it's okay. Let me show you guys some. This is honey wax. It's melting everywhere. I keep making myself messes to clean up, but it's okay. Shies from the light, maximum distance from the sun, and transparency. Like, this is something else that I've mentioned on TikTok maybe. But when it comes to being professional and when it comes to being yourself, what is professional? I'm sorry, but I tried, and I feel like being professional is being fake. You need to be professional. That's not professional. F professional. I don't know if you feel this way. Put a number 1, whether you are rewatching this later on or if you're in the live right now. Put a number 1 if you are not a fan of professionalism anymore. I feel like being professional, because I was in the medical field for years, and even like outside the medical field, I feel like when it comes to work, when they tell you to be professional, it means be insensitive. I feel like being professional is being freaking sensitive. What is that? We were brainwashed into thinking being professional is better. What is even that? Professional what? No. When it comes to sale and stuff like that, it's about connecting. And you don't have to be professional to connect like that. I feel like that's robotic. And I, for the love of me, have tried. And I can be, but I don't like the feeling. I don't like the feeling it gives me, and I don't like the feeling I get from others. It's emotionless. It's robotic. It's controlled. No, that ain't me. And that ain't you. You're meant to lead with emotions, whoever you are. Wow! So I'm going to end the reading here, guys, because I've been here for 2 hours and a freaking half. I'm proud of myself. That's the longest, I think. But I'm going to end it with Libra house, which is the 7th house. What did I say earlier about the number 7? Which is also the planet Venus as well, the 7th house, which is about partnership and marriage. The seventh house, ruled by Venus and Libra, is about partnership and marriage. So it's about companionship, it's about your alter ego, it is about one-to-one relationship, it's about marriage, it's about your significant other, business partnership, people who know you on a personal or work level on a one-to-one basis. And wasn't I just talking about professionalism? I'm sorry, like I'm that good. Why am I sorry? I'm not sorry. I'm really good at the things I pick up energetically. Alhamdulillah. I'm very honored and very blessed. The things I pick up energetically are so real. But yeah, it's about business and partnership, competitors, our shadow self, lawyers, mediators, counselors, contracts, etc. So it's about connecting with people genuinely on a business level, in a partnership, whatever partnership, so marriage or business partnership. And for some of you, you're definitely going to be starting both. You're going to be starting contracts when it comes to partnerships and work and career, but also in your love life as well and personal relationships. But let me check where else there, because this is just the houses that Libra and Venus, basically the house that Libra and Venus control, like, governs. You need to look at your own Libra placement and your own Libra Venus placement as well, because Libra and Venus, the house which is number 7, it is also something that's connected to your Venus, wherever it is. So the Venus is also governing the second house as well. So if you feel very connected to Venus or Libra, you should look at your 7th house, your second house, but also where the planet and the zodiac sign is in your placement. Am I making sense? I feel like I'm not. For some of you, I really recognize that I am not making sense for some of you, but let me say it again. So Libra is a zodiac sign. It's not the house placement, is a zodiac sign that is in the house placement, but you need to see what house it's in. Your Libra, you need to look at where it's placed in your house, in your birth chart. Does that make sense? And then also look at where it actually governs, which is the 7th house. You may be connected to the pharaohs. Libra 8 and my 7th is background. Libra 8. So your Libra is in the house of Pluto and Scorpio. Transformation. Is it you who said your Libra is your South Node? So you're definitely transforming. You're going through a transformation right now. You can book a personal reading with me. I'm not going to do too much right now for free on this reading, but if you would like, but definitely going through a transformation, whoever you are, my love. But I am getting something about the 4th house too. That's why I'm dwelling and stalling. Yeah. I don't know what Nadir means, but I'm getting Nadir or Nadir. Nadir. Moon, Cancer, family, roots, and security. Look at your 4th house placements too, guys, yeah? The number 4 is significant again. It says roots and security, family, home. That's what your fourth placement is. It's roots, security, family, home. So look at what zodiac signs you have in your fourth house. It's our psychological foundations, it's our roots, it's our home, life, family connection, family life, importance, instinctive behavior, maternal, parental, caregiver, like motherly instincts and ancestry, our connection with our past, our sense of security, our domestic life. Yeah, that this is why root chakra is really important for those of you watching right now. So when it comes to your birth chart, when it comes to your astrology, when it comes to checking your date of birth and stuff like that, this is what helps you figure out your life purpose, your meaning of life, the reason for your birth. Like there's a lot of illusions and delusions and distractions and lies and manipulation, but your soul, your heart, your intuition is your compass, your guide. So it's not about relying on others, it's not relying on books and information outside of you. Everything you do, like every important thing is in you. The other things outside of you are just confirmation and assistance. It's not something that you should rely on 100%. Even me as a spirit guide, like I'm here telling you, don't ever depend on me. Don't ever take my word for anything. Trust your own instincts and your own guidance and your own intuition, because it will hurt you much more if you put your trust and faith into somebody or something else, and it's, you know, disappoints you or lets you down. Follow your own guidance, because God is working through you and to you, speaking to you. God is not going to depend on speaking or communicating with somebody else to get to you. God is only going outside of you because you're not there yet, probably, of listening to the guidance yourself. But this is what I'm here for, is basically teach you to listen to your own guidance, communication from source, because I don't want anybody depending on me. I'm just a teacher teaching you, guiding you, a spirit guide, a friend, a sister. I don't know, however you want to see me, as somebody who is just teaching you what I learned. I'm just teaching you what I learned. I'm just passing on the knowledge. That's all. I don't want nobody worshiping or depending on any of that on me. I really don't. I never do. Never will. And I know why. It's because I know what comes with that from past lives. I don't know if y'all recognize me or not, and it doesn't freaking matter, but yeah. What is going on? I don't know. I do know. I don't know. I do know. I don't know. You know the sign that I just drew here of the division? It's also here. And I did that a year ago. I did that a year ago. I did that a year ago. It will come to me what it means, but I don't understand it right now. That's crazy. But yeah, you're very connected to Ra. Your sacral chakra is opening up. Something about triggers as well. I feel like you've healed all of your triggers. I don't know if that's arrogant to say, but you don't have any more triggers. or you're working up to a stage where you no longer have any triggers. Nothing triggers you anymore. Nothing gets to you anymore. That's a very powerful stage to get to, when nothing triggers you anymore. Look at that. It says 7th house. I don't know if you all can see. That it's a hand. Two hands basically holding each other. Okay, you can't see it with this camera. Let me read it, and then I'm going to call it an end. It really doesn't feel as long as it's been. It's been long. Let's read it. Number 45. The 7th house. If your chart were a village map, the 7th house is anywhere two equals relate with intensity, intimacy, somewhere you'd have dinner on the balcony and watch the sunset. It is concerned with how other equals come into your life and how you interact with them, and includes marriage and open warfare, business, partners, legal issues, key consultants and advisors. Action. Nurture your relationships rather than test them. Consider each partnership to be a tree you plant. That seed may have been planted in the 5th house with an idea or a twinkle in the eye. Now you have a sapling with potential. Don't construct a treehouse on that sapling. It can't yet bear the weight. Instead of crushing it with expectations, nurture and protect it. In any relationship, there are three involved: you, your partner, and that tree. The relationship itself. So you, your partner, the tree, the relationship itself. All have needs that must be honored equally. Make compromise for the sake of relationship, not necessarily for the other person. Nurture the sapling. Keep it safe from predators and nourish its roots until it, again with roots, huh? Keep it safe from predators and nourish its roots until it becomes a tree strong enough to lean on. Clarify expectations with curiosity and flexibility. If you are offered a business partnership, read the fine print, unpack your baggage. Some of you are getting offers when it comes to partnerships. So look at the fine print, just think carefully before you make a decision. Read the fine print, unpack your baggage, the cultural assumptions and family patterns that inform your concept of partnership. Move past who is right and who is wrong and develop a refreshed understanding. Partnerships for work or love may look easier if you come from the same background. But the more diversity you bring to the table, the more resilient the relationship can be. Agree to contribute equally and celebrate your differences. So you may be coming into partnership with somebody who is not your type, not somebody you've looked at that way, not somebody that you even admired, like background wise and stuff like that. Challenge. When you are working in tandem in love or business, it can be tempting to either give your power away to your partner or take over theirs. An unbalanced relationship can become untenable. Yeah, I did say at the beginning of the reading, I'm very gassy today. Shit, I can't even hide it. But who cares? Gift. Fertilize the ground of your partnership. Feed your partner with romantic moments and fair and honorable. When you are fascinated by the spirit of another, they can become fascinated with you. Someone's really fascinated with you. Whether you know this person or not, when you meet them, you're going to become very fascinated with them. So, whether it is a mutual feeling yet or not, I'm getting it will be very, very much mutual. I feel like it's not mutual yet. That's why I'm saying it that way. It isn't mutual yet, but it will be soon. It will be. So that being said, guys, it's been an amazing broken record of 2 hours and 50 minutes. So let me just say almost 3 hours. But thank you guys for interacting with me in the comment section. I love you guys for that. And I'm sending you so much love, healing energy, prosperous energy. Whatever calamities that you are facing right now, I hope the divine really unlocks it for you, removes it for you, and helps you see clarity in dealing with your issues and reaching a resolution and empowering yourself and uplifting yourself and empowering yourself, whoever you are. I'm sending you lots and lots of love. Receive it. And yeah, send me back some love and good energy back as well. Okay? Mwah. Whether you are able to or not, I know I'll receive it from the Most High. But I love you guys. Take care.